Rohr here with an early concise highlight on Thursday, May 14th, 2015. It's currently 8 a.m. U.S. Central Time. We're coming to you a bit later than usual because we wanted to see the U.S. Weekly jobless claims this morning. Turned out to be inconsequential. They were kind of flat, but after the significant swings, especially in the govies and the foreign exchange in the last couple days, we thought it'd be prudent to wait. And the first thing we're going to look at, as usual, is the impact on the markets as it relates to the S&P 500. Part of the reason we're concise today is the other equities are churning sideways, much like the S&P, so we're going to skip the equities and the short money and concentrate on the govies and the foreign exchange. And quite simply, this market opened pretty terribly back on Tuesday under the influence of some weak data and I think concerns about Europe, but then rebounded through the day on Tuesday. Now, we had noted this new interim level between 2090 to 88 on one hand, where the market held subsequently once it recovered back above it, and the 2075 to 78 lower support that has been so prominent. So now we've got a new area right here around 2081. We're calling it 2082 to 80. So in fact, quite close to 2075 to 78, but you can see how that actually worked on holding that up break going back to last Thursday as the market recovered from its own weakness on Wednesday before the significant gap higher Friday morning. However, we still have a lot of resistance up here into the 21.12 to 15 area. That is the old downside closing price reversal from a couple weeks ago on Monday. We'll study that a bit further. And as an interim resistance, we have the top of the gap from last Friday. The low of the day, which was the top of the gap on the positive response to U.S. employment number, right up there at about the 2103.5 level. And what we know currently is that not too far ahead of the opening here, this market is up 12 at 2107. So after stalling into that gap area to slightly above it yesterday morning before setting back, it's now above it again. And we have to see if it can sustain itself above it. The recent high hourly close is right here at 2102, along with some congestion around 2100. We think that'll be important moving forward. With the sideways churn, there's nothing really to say about the lower indicators. So that pretty much does it for the short-term view of the S&P 500.